Spirit autocorrected live to love, so I just left it. I hope you're all doing well. So guys, this is very exciting. I don't know if we're okay, so well, we have the hoodie materials in last night. Yeah, the first hoodie was made. So you can expect to see pictures uploaded soon. I thought that said thirst. It reminded me that I'm thirsty. I gotta drink. But yeah, so I'm seeing purple here. Hey guys. So, and welcome everybody. I hope you're all doing well. This is Alex, by the way. The other day, got him a new harness. Although, I reckon to say he must have known, this is, I think, it fits him so well that it's almost like maybe Alex is just born with it. It's not quite a Maybelline harness, but yeah, it was just perfect for him. Like, we went yesterday to the shop and they had one of these and I've never seen it before, and he's looking a little bit Italian. Yeah, we'll show you maybe in a bit when the lights go up. But anyhow, so it's my birthday week, so we a reincarnation week, so we decided to just kind of go hang out, and Alex got me a few gifts, which was really sweet. Thank you, Alex. So anywho, and then I got him this little harness thing. So I've been wanting to get them new harnesses. Okay, so it's definitely a vlog, guys. This is a vlog. So 4-4 right there. So I'm here in Garnet. Wow. Happy birthday. Anybody else have a birthday this week? So, ooh, yeah, basically, we got new charms, by the way, guys. These are, like, monster large. I didn't know. The picture looked totally, I would have imagined. They're literally, like, big building blocks, so we're gonna, probably do a charms read really soon. The charms are back, and we'll be working with those. And then, but yeah, this hoodie, I started to work on that, and and the rest of the materials are on the way. So the waitlist is up, and if you do have your name on that waitlist, then you'll receive an email from the server once they're ready for purchase. I'll give a heads up so that people know. I think there's upwards of like 100 people on the wait list, so something like that. I haven't checked up on it, but yeah, if you do really want one, I'll just keep a tab on the community tab, and maybe we'll even have a countdown so that you can track it easily and you know exactly when it's live and up and running so that you can grab one. They're gonna be, yeah, so return to center of the circle. So the way it's gonna work is I'm going to post it. I'm gonna post it as pictures to the main website, alchemy.com, and you'll see I'll model the hoodie. All right, and so I made one obviously for myself. There are a total of 11 in this series, this first release, and these are going to be customized. So the same style but customized. So there's a slogan which will be released on the day that they're posted. So a little bit of a surprise posting and reveal, slow reveal. Hey Andre, hey everyone. I was just talking about how Andre's a fellow Pisces. I have a birthday this week, and you're on the 16th, right? So yeah, anyone who's a Pisces here, happy birthday, you guys. And whether you're on playback or however of this video here. Yeah, so, but these hoodies, I made the first prototype. I made one for myself, and the slogan, which is remained the same for all of them. Andre takes leftovers, y'all. It does not. He takes all. Listen, yeah. Thank you very much. The type who would be offended when the waiter comes and tries to take your dish before you're done. Listen, I don't blame you. Anyways, but yeah, guys. Oh, this thing actually shifted. We all crashed last night. Alex is looking a bit like Italian with this thing. He got it yesterday. I don't know, it's like his style. He's rocking the bib. But yeah, Alex, let me fix it for you though. This is not the one that I've tailored yet, because as you know, I'm tailoring clothing. I'm tailoring like everything for them, and y'all, sewing is hard. Yeah, well, the whole process, I mean, I got the thread in, and I started threading it with this needle. I didn't expect the thread to be so small. Like, I want to avoid working with the machine. I want to do it by hand. I used to sew. By the way, guys, yeah, this is going to be a vlog. Probably not going to be seeing, like, a reading with the cards in this video anytime soon, just saying. Maybe later. Yeah, so, it's looking like he loves himself some Italian food. Yeah. Oh my god. Alex. Yeah. So. Anyways, I made this one hoodie. And I'm making my first piece for Isaac. By the way, they have their own channels. Petit Monsieur Alexander and Petit Monsieur Isaac. So we're starting with Isaac and Alex, and they're going to have their own lines, all handmade by me. This is my new project. And so it's a YouTube channel in there. It's not really pumped out yet, so I haven't really, like, promoted it on this channel right yet. I don't have a sewing machine, Andre. Yeah, I don't. Not yet. Like, I don't have it in my possession. Listen, I was a bit trying to sew last night with this very, it was like a piece of hair, this thread. It was a little bit traumatic. And I was, like, sitting there hunched over for, like, 45 minutes. Turned into the jewelry thing. Oh, my God. And so I started to feel nauseous all of a sudden because my head was cranked down for so long. I'm like, oh my god. So I need the proper setup and equipment, and I just didn't know that the thread was so small. I mean, anyways, return the crown. Anyways, so Isaac and I were working on his, I'm making him a piece, and so that's that, but I did do part of it, and I'm very excited about how that's going to come out. I'm tailoring his clothes because, well, first of all, like, I'm very picky and I haven't found anything that I would want him really to wear, like, that I think is him. So I'm gonna tailor stuff that he wants, and he's a channeler, so he's channeling exactly what to do. It was so funny last night. I'll tell this story another time, but yeah, basically, I was styling to him, and he goes, all of a sudden, and Isaac never does this, but return to center, return it to sender. All of a sudden, no, return it to sender. Clear the energy. Not hoodies from scratch. Well, yeah, but I didn't sew the hoodies. That would be another, well, that would be, you guys, Natalie would have no more time for readings. And so, thus, those hoodies would have to pay rent. They would be kind of pricey, I'd say. Okay. But I did, there is thread involved, somewhat. There is, yeah. Oh my god. But I found some hoodies that I'm happy with. Yeah. So, but I'm doing the design on the hoodie though. Okay. Anyways, there's a whole funny story to this, but we'll talk. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna do a creators video. It's gonna be like a whole little thing. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool, and I'll talk a bit about what went down. I don't want to spoil it right now because I don't want to spoil it for everybody, like the style and the design yet. And this telling the story would give it away a bit. So, but anyways, so yeah, pictures will be coming soon. That's that. Now, what else were you saying? Oh yeah, so that's the first one. And then we're gonna have 10 more, like a total of 10 available. So on the way are like 5 more pieces for now. I'm gonna go slow because I need to know, just, double check. Step by step, I'm not gonna rush anything. Wait to get those materials in, and then I've got all the design elements. Yeah, it's like, it's all these little ins and outs. I feel like fashion design school is probably so helpful. If you want to go into fashion, it's like, God, you learn everything there. I never been to fashion school, like, like literally, so, but maybe someone could attest to that. I feel like that's like genuinely so helpful. Like, you learn how to make all this stuff, like, yeah, because there's a lot of like little things and they add up, they take time, and it's like, how do you do this? Okay, then how do you do that? Oh, I don't know what this word means, these types of things. But that's, I guess, with most things, but fashion especially, I think you need specialized knowledge to do that, especially, and I mean, to be able to do it yourself would be so cool. So thank you guys. To me, that's really kind of y'all. Your kind words. But yeah, now. These hoodies are gonna be different mix match of different sizes, and and each of the first 11 and thus 10 are, because one of them, obviously that would be weird if I didn't keep one of my own creations, right? So, but the remaining 10 are going to have their very own, like, their own vibe. They're different. They're gonna have a little story, and I'm gonna write a little story about each one on the website. And so the way that's gonna go is it's all kind of its own theme. You went to fashion school? Oh wow. Do you feel like you learned a lot? I mean, I just feel like, wow. Because some people, like, they just know, like, what they're, you know, I mean, places where most people wouldn't even know where to start remotely. It's like, how could you ever, for example, let's make an example. Let's say you want to make, like, tennis shoes. Are you clearing them? Like, how in the, oh, and eventually I do want to create more tactical, practical items. Dog wear. Things that make your life practical between dog and owner, and between dog and human, we'll say. So, because that's another thing. So, yeah, guys. These things are on the way, these projects. But tactical, practical, and fashionable. Because I personally have yet to find, at least one of these things would be compromising. You know, yeah. So this is like, this is, yesterday I started working on that, which is cool. It starts with, let me try to find this thing. You can't find it. There's nothing out there. And then, yeah, sometimes that's how it goes. So, yeah. Yeah. It's very interesting. This is definitely the next step. And so, but yeah, each of these hoodies, what were we saying? Oh yeah, the sewing machine. So I tried to do some of the sewing, but like, it's like, see, I'm telling you, like, these little things. The needles were too thick. Not even. They were too thick, kind of, for not the hoodie or the garment for Isaac, like the fabric for Isaac, but for the design. And so it was like impossible to push the needle through. And the other end of it was like, it's like sharp. It's a needle. So I had to find, and I know that they have these little things, you know, to make it quick, but it's a learning process, it's a learning curve. Like, I'm also trying to think of eco-friendly, we're just returning it to center, like non-toxic stuff, because some stuff has a BPA and I don't want to wear that. Yeah, exactly. So I feel that dogs should be fully integrated into the human existence, and in a way that is not cumbersome. Like, there should be no separation between your lifestyle, because animals come in to improve and ameliorate your life. So there should really be no they should integrate seamlessly into your lifestyle. And the way it is right now, it's like, I mean, when it comes down to it, everybody should have animals, I think. Be really saying it honestly. Even people who believe they don't like it. I mean, not saying that everyone should be taking care of animals, that's a different story. But what I mean is, like, in an ideal world, right? Yeah. It's a space of compassion and exchange of compassion. Sometimes not, unfortunately not on the human part. And of course there are animals who are, but I'm saying in an ideal world, in a general, so, yeah, that's true, Andre. So I'm just like, And as you know, with these 3 wizards, like with having three wizards at that, we cannot be foregoing practical and safety. Like, I just think there's so much lacking, and I don't know, I haven't found anybody who cares enough about these things to actually, you know, appeal. So that's where I'm at. And I also like fashion, and there are certain things where it's like, oh my god, I wouldn't wear that in a million years. It's like, oh, what in the hell is that? It's like, yo. Wearing Ziploc baggies as hand mittens would be less, oh my god. I mean, it was really Alex's decision. I'll tell you honestly, like, he's the one who wanted to start, he's the one who, he started the fashion thing. Like, one day, and I knew, like, for some time I wanted to do fashion, but it was, Alex came in as, he's the entrepreneur really behind this. One day he started to, like, because I said, like, right, they channel to me, so he started to channel, like, the day we made his account for the fashion. So he's like, girl, I need some fashion in my life. And yeah, we just found this. I don't know. I don't know. I think Gucci, I don't know if Gucci makes dog stuff, but, like, I saw this, like, in the store. I was like, oh my god, that just looks like it fits him, and the design kind of fits him, and he's looking kind of like Guido. Anyways, so yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna make Alex his own style, his own design, you know, because he has different taste. Like, he has a different fashion profile, so the stuff I make for him is going to be distinctly different than Isaac and eventually Jade. So they all have their own profiles and of what they want as well. And because they speak to me, even if, let's say, I'm just shopping for them, like, I feel it out, you know, what they kind of want, what they vibe with, and certain things that, like, Isaac, I don't know, it doesn't really go with Isaac. Like, Alex, you know, Alex is good for him. So anyways, and I do agree with Andre, it does affect your aura. Products that are smart, designed with thought, you know, these things are indispensable. I think we don't have, obviously, enough companies who do that kind of thing, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Like, designs that are thought through and good quality. So it's a process. Like, we're gonna see. There's different things in the mix. Ooh. Anyways. No, but yeah, so, but Isaac's piece last night, I started to thread that perfectly fine. Oh, so we have Icy. Interesting. Yeah, so the troll names. This is very interesting. Wow. Okay, so... So, but yeah, Isaac's piece, I started to thread, and that was fine because the material wasn't, like, unusually thick. So, unlike, yeah, anyways, I'm here with something about Sweden. Oh yeah, I was saying he started to channel, Isaac started to channel. When I was trying to design, because I got this long piece of fabric, and I was like thinking what I wanted, what he wanted his first piece to be. And I didn't want to change the shape of this piece because it came like intentionally like that. I was like, maybe I'll like cut it over here. And then all of a sudden Isaac turns around from me and he starts like groaning in this low groan, like, and I'm like, he's never done that. He was trying to tell me like, no, don't do that. And then he came back to me. I'm telling you, they're channelers. Then he comes back to me, clearing the crown. They're channeling through their human archetype. They're really the designers, y'all. I mean, all of us will say we're like working together. So when I say it's inspired by Alex, like it really, I'm telling you. Anyways, then Isaac, you know. So then he turns back around to me and then he sits facing me again after he's groaning. Because I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't cut the thread. Like, and then I figured out a way to make a piece that would fit him perfectly without having to cut it. It's a totally different design and style of product, but, and it's actually perfect. So yeah, that was very interesting. I've never seen him so blatantly channel like that. Can you believe that some people don't even believe that they're a spiritual lord? Some people really believe that we just incarnate, like, you know, or, well, what if we don't incarnate, what do they think we do? Like, then they would just be inanimate matter, right? I mean, they have consciousness to be able to observe the potential for spirituality. So it's kind of like, then what do you think? What do you think? Oh, because apparently you're thinking and you're not intuiting. It's like, oh my God, he's so fucking cute. Wait, I gotta take a picture, guys. Give me a sec. Guido Alex, y'all. You're so funny, Alex. I'm in love with you. All these little things. Return it. Right? Their chakras aren't bothered with all this unnecessary talking. They already do the mind read, the mind control. These dogs already they're already on the they're on a whole nother wavelength. Hi, boo boo. So yeah. Thanks, Julia. That's so very kind. Yes. So yeah. So what were you saying? Did you guys know that Alex and Isaac are actually brothers? Very interesting. Oh yeah. No, he's the man friend. But he's more than a friend. He's a wizard. He's a wizard, so. What were you saying? Thank you guys. That's very sweet. Oh, right. This is what I want to say. So, because I went to the store when I was with Alex. We saw this, right? And so I got this for him. But then there was something else that we chose out. It was so funny because I took him home and I left him at home. And I went back to go get it because it was big. I needed my hands available. Even though, yeah, he's in the backpack, but it was just gonna be too crazy. So I took him home, dropped him off, and then I came back. As I'm checking out to buy this other thing that was kind of big, I see this, like, chocolate bag, and it says Xander. It's so funny. I'm convinced, you know, yeah, we'll talk about this. We'll talk about this more. We'll talk about this side of things another time. Hi, Alex, you sweet people bee. Are you a sweet people bee boy? He's blood brothers with Isaac, but they have their own, their whole vibe. His dad is different, though. His dad is, different. His dad, when I saw a picture of his dad, I was like, whoa. He looked like a motorcycle rider or something. He was super buff. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that. Now I see where Alex gets it from. But yeah, they have the same mom. Hi, Bubble. Well, they couldn't be more different. I was like, shoot, where's his Harley at? No, he was... And yeah, I mean, Alex is freaking... Alex is built... Biker boys. How many of you have dogs? So yeah, let me run Thomas. All right, guys, maybe we will get the charms. Maybe we'll do charms. We'll do a morning of charms. Hi, baby. I guess they make different types of dachshunds. Like, some of the dachshunds, some of them are rabbit dachshunds who are used to hunt little animals, you know? Alex was not hunting no rabbits, I'll tell you. He was, I almost said humping. He was definitely, we're looking more at like some kind of boars or hogs over here. Maybe some raccoons, Lord, I don't know. Hi, boo-boo. Baby. Yeah. He's definitely thick. Hi, Jade. Aww. Y'all love each other. Look at Jade. Hi, Jade. What is this? Everyone's already on the hug train. Need a seat. Okay. Man, this is the most, like, Neptunian Astro, I feel. But yeah, guys, so anyways, I'm here on Victorian. Oh, yeah, and then I got this other sewing kit. It's an ancient Italian military sewing kit. And it comes with these 3 little buttons that are like from Italian army outfits. And I thought, because the needles came rusted, I'm not using those. But I'll use the buttons. So I'm gonna make each of them their own little outfit. And yeah, Alex, you feeling it, doll? All right. What else? Alex has always been at the luxuries and the comforts of life. You know the story when we first got him. He came, you know, you think he's happy to see you. Like, he was like, wow, what's this palace? All these very cozy dog beds. And he was jumping from dog bed to dog bed, all of Isaac's stuff. Isaac is very different. He doesn't, yeah, it was rusty. Because I guess they're like, I don't know. Yeah, I was like, uh-oh. I can't even believe they sold those. God forbid, that's like a liability. If someone were to use those, it's like, and needles, like, you could prick yourself so easily. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm not using those, but anyways. Isaac is not so much into, like, the tangible, the 3D stuff. Like, Alex has a moon in Capricorn. Yeah, he likes the finer things in life. Isaac is very much, like, it's about me and you. Like, Alex immediately wanted, he just, like, look, he started claiming all this stuff in the house. Yeah, baby, I'm talking about it. You're chewing on Jade's harness? He's so funny, because we had a picnic the other day. He was pulling Jade by his harness and his leash. We were in the grass. Hi, Angel Jade. How are you, love bug? Okay, and so... But yeah, Isaac, especially with food, he's not going to take food over hanging out with you. But it's interesting, they have their own temperaments and their own vibes. It's funny because, like, my cousin, who has a similar chart to Isaac, so similar. Like, Geminis, I think in general, I don't know. It's like the air energy, their nervous system moves so quickly. Like, Isaac is not, like, he's not obsessing over food. Anyways. But Alex, he will have himself a nice meal. He will definitely have himself. Yeah. Sit down. He likes his red wine and his... No, I'm kidding, guys, but, you know, he likes his... Yeah. His table set with a nice cloth. I'm just seeing this Italian dinner table. Anyway, so... Need to do a little animated series with them. Maybe even a little candle lit. Yeah, he always, like, yeah, he's interesting, I'm telling you. He knows, like, the nice spots. He knows quality. That's the thing about Alex. He knows quality. Ever since when he was just, like, such a little booby bumpkin. Bumpkin, he always knew, like, damn, this bed looks expensive. Because sometimes I would get them new stuff, you know. He'd just go over there, just lay himself down on this thing. Just recline. He'd be the one to really use all those. I think he would need luxury interiors and, like, a Cadillac. That's the type of dude, Alex. Anyways, so that's that. Now, what else? But yeah, like, yeah, I feel like, yeah, that's kind of his vibe. Yeah, he's very much like, he's like a little bit bad boy type. He's definitely a little bit like a bad boy type. And I don't know, like, the ladies, like, I feel like he's like ladies' man, like, a lot. People adore Alex. I don't know. It's something. Like, many, whenever we go somewhere, it's like people just, like, be falling in love with him. It's like, whoa. Even, like, online. So, he's got that, like, vibe about him. Or return it. Isaac is a bit different. And Jade is a bit different too. They're all on their own vibe. Hi, Jade. Hi, Angel Sweet Pea. But yeah. Like, Isaac doesn't really like to sleep in these, like, dog beds, but, like, if it's comfortable, shoot, Alex will take advantage. Why not? Reason center. I think Alex would be good with, like, finances and humans. If they reincarnated as humans, Alex would definitely be into like money management, money lending, money matters. He'd be in like a luxury business corp, I think. He would be doing some kind of, yeah, he would be, I even do see something about cars. I think he'd be into cars, stocks, and he would love food. So, what else, guys? Isaac he has this refined energy about him. He's kind of more like maybe love and light intellectual. Isaac is smart, very smart. Negotiator. I said this before, like, yeah, a motorcycle dealership, right. I could just see Alex sitting back. Nah, that deal's not gonna cut it. Tell him he needs to come in with 4 more of his guys. You heard what I said now. I need to light me another cigar here. Get out. Y'all are cute. You're so sweet, Jade. I think Jade would be rights activist. Yeah. I think he gives me like, yeah, he's obviously sad. He would be like minimalist, frugal, maybe vagabond at a certain point. I could see him, you know, doing rights activism, being into minimalist, eco-friendly lifestyle. Is it true, Jade? The Wolf of what? Right. Turn it. Exactly. I could see Alex with a pinky ring. Return it. Something about Lexington. Yeah. Return it. So, yeah, strategic. Jade is so... He has... I mean, it's just like... Mercury and Cap? Wow. Yes, Angel. Hi, boo-boo. But he... Yep. Return, I see some... Oh, that's funny. I see something about Chinese. Type of Chinese right there. But then Isaac, like... I don't know. He gives me, like, professor vibe. / guru. Spiritual guru. And return it. Like, all he has to do is just look in your eyes. And then he deters you from making whatever decision you were going to make that he... When he he's very, very... He's a light path 22. Isaac is... He's very powerful. His energy is very, very powerful. And they're kind of like their own little Powerpuff pets. Powerpuff people. Yeah, they have their own little, so... Remembering dynasties that they rule. Wow, okay. Hey, well, yeah. Shoot, we'll take it. But yeah, so with this fashion line, they're gonna have... What I want to do is, like, you know how, like, some company... Return it to center. Return to center. They have only one, like, they have models, a million rando models who don't really love and, like, care about even what the hell they're modeling. I want it to be where it's all of them, like, only Isaac, Alex, and Jade as the models for their own line, because I knew that I could have put them into modeling. But I don't want them modeling random, like, I don't want them modeling for these companies, you know? That's funny, because I'm not trying to be snooty, but, like, that's kind of what I felt, too. Like, people would say, oh, you should model, da-da-da, but I don't want to model for some... If I'm going to model, I should model for my own thing, right? Interesting, Andre, yeah. A return center, right. Isaac has the Mars in Pisces, and I definitely can see that with his son. He's kind of like, it's almost like he's very high vibrational. Like he's just not. Sometimes he's just not even like he's very intuitive. He doesn't have as much Earth, and then he's fiery like me with a Venus in Aries. So, but yeah, he kind of sees beyond a lot of things where. You know, he's very compassionate. Where I would say the most selfless is Isaac, like in the truest sense. Love and light, I'm just being very honest, and we talked about that, but yeah. Alex, you know, he does have more of the 3D, and same with Jade. Isaac is more, I see him as self-sacrificing, and I see him with humility. So, he definitely comes from another world that is of teaching. I see Isaac as a leader. Anyway, so this fashion line that we make with these, you know, they have their own, they have their purpose. Like Isaac and Alex and Jade, they're a reason for incarnating. They have a purpose, and they have things to say. They have things to communicate, right? Through their archetypes. They're through their character archetypes. So I want them to be the face of their own line where, you know, it's kind of their whole story in a way. So that's this fashion line that will be channeled, and yeah, and then hopefully maybe can extend to people, and like they can design the line for people. Anyways, all right, guys, we're gonna do the charms. How are you, Jade? But Jade is very smart in his own way as well. You know, the quickness. Jade has Moon in Gemini. The quickness of Jade's mind is just something to observe. Like, he is smarter than most people. I'm gonna just be so honest. He's practicing pattern. Yeah, he actually is funny. He does kind of like to model around, and it's funny. He likes it when I give him like a little haircut, like style. Remember the time he had the mohawk? Yeah, he likes that, and then he feels all special prancing around with his new style. He said, "You will be." So, why is Alex looking at me like that? You giving me that side eye though? All right. So, yeah. Is a Jade definitely is. He's like practical. Like he likes, it's like functional stuff. He likes, it's like he knows what makes sense, and yeah, super competitive. Like, it doesn't really mean much to Alex until someone else wants it, and then he's gonna fight for it. Like, if a minute ago he wasn't really needing a kiss or nothing, but then if he sees that I'm giving a kiss to somebody else, then it's like, all right. Then it's like, all right, what's a piece of this that I want a piece of this too over here. What's going on, dolls? But yeah, love and light, return to center. Wait, that's kind of where I say, like, Isaac, I don't know. It's different because he and they all have their, I mean, it's elements. It's like vitamin Alex, vitamin Jade, and vitamin Isaac. Sometimes I need to spend time with Alex. Sometimes I need to spend time with Jade. Oh my god. What in the swivel Austin power? What was going on? Did you say my name? But Isaac all he wants is to connect with you, you know. Alex is more balanced. I wouldn't say it's the, I mean, sometimes it's like I have to remind Isaac to eat. It's so Pisces. It's so Gemini. His mind is definitely above his physical needs. Not Alex, though. Like, if we're gonna go out for a walk or something, like, you know, especially, or, you know, even if there's something going on, like, the first thing Alex thinks about is food and water, and thinking about that ahead of time. And his toys, carrying his toys around, always keeping tabs on his toys. So yeah, anyways, he thinks ahead. So it's very interesting. Isaac is more, if I got you, like, I don't really need anything else. Yeah. So yeah, I get that. So it's sacrificial in some way, but they're all like their own story. Love them all. So boo. But yeah, I was saying Jade, my God, like Jade is low drama. He doesn't want, he's not about drama at all. He's got Sun, Venus, Sag. Like, I feel like Jade would probably become, like I said, it like activist, would be into like, he'd be like a lawyer. Whereas, like, I think Isaac would be like maybe like a traveling DJ. He would go to these raves. I feel like he would be, return it. He would be doing channeling. I think he'd just do so many things. Like, I think Jade would probably want to do something like, even a teacher I'm hearing. Okay, Jade. He retains information. Like, I'm telling you, his Mercury in Capricorn. Well, let me give you an example. First of all, he negotiates. He tells me, you know, because sometimes I take them in the carriage, like, he prefers that we all go in the carriage together, right? Like, so he tries that. Then I say no. I tell him, I'm going to take Isaac first. I swear to you. What does Jade do? Channeled beats by Isaac, right? And it's so funny because, like, sometimes he's hitting the keyboard and swiping. Anyways, Gemini does rule technologies. So, but yeah, anyways, Jade, like, it's fascinating because he's so efficient. He's like, takes himself straight into the playpen himself. You think I'm joking? He took himself. I said one word to him. I said, I'm taking Isaac first. He took himself into the playpen and stood there and looked at me like, well, you better get a move on. Hurry up. Yep, what are you waiting for? There, go ahead now. Close the door behind me. Lock me in the playpen and hurry back. And then I expect you to be taking me. I swear, I wish I filmed it. He knows. I didn't even say go to the play. I didn't say playpen. I said nothing like that. All I said was, I'm taking Isaac first. It's just, I mean, he's so smart. Like, it's crazy. Not only that, he's like, it's like he holds on. He doesn't play games. He holds on to the information and he retains it. Fascinating. Same with the way he operates with food. I mentioned that. Like, he, when you give him something, he doesn't just immediately start chomping away and eating it. He needs to scope out the situation here. What's the situation? You give him something, he goes, he drops it off in a corner of the room, and then it comes back to you. He doesn't eat it. He sees whatever you're willing to give him, and then he takes all of that. He scopes out what everyone else has too, and if he can, he'll take their stuff and also kind of aggregate it with his mound of treats, and he is like incredible. I mean, so smart. So interesting. Smart in their own ways, you know. Yeah. Like genius, honestly. Yeah, I think that Jade is like he's a genius, honestly. Jade freaked me the hell out. When I first got him, he was looking like a total AI with his blue eye, and oh my god, it would be the whole vibe. I think I filmed it, which is funny because that's what my dad said when I was born. He said that I freaked him out because I was staring at him. That's what Jade was doing to me. He was like frozen and like staring at me. Oh my god, it was just like the freakiest thing. Yeah, but they're very different. Like, Jade doesn't, like, they're different in the sense, like, the things that Isaac values, Jade doesn't really value, you know? Like, if I tried to give, like, the currency I use with Isaac on Jade, it wouldn't work. Same with Alex. You know, with anything. I can train Isaac with affection. He's very sensitive to that. He could feel it in a minute if you're kind of like not really fully engaging with him. But Alex doesn't really care about that. Again, unless it's competitive. So the way I could train Alex, number one, was by comparatively, he's a 4-planet Scorpio, Moon and Cap, Mars and Gemini, would be to comparatively, he has to see what I'm giving someone else and what I'm not giving him. And that was the only way, you know, really, with Alex, because he's so strong and he's so stubborn. Like, he knows he could get away with certain stuff, and he would try me. He would try on me with that, so... And I had to take a different approach entirely with Alex. Even like, I mean, for instance, like putting him, you know, in the playpen and he doesn't care. He's like, okay. It's like rebellious energy. Return Sun, I'm here with Roxanne. It was so hard to train Alex because the approach you take, I mean, it has to be, he's 4-planet Scorpio, stubborn as hell, and he has to understand, he has to respect you. That's the thing with Alex. He has to respect you, and he has to understand why for himself it would be of his benefit to respect you. I mean, really, that's what it was. And I had to prove to him, trust me, you want to respect me, okay? It's much better. And like, he would have an attitude, like, for instance, you know, like, you have to be extreme with him. Like, I would only have to time out Isaac for 15 seconds and he would never do that again. He'd be like, okay, I understood, I'm not doing that. Alex, he fully sit there giving me side eye from the playpen. He could be in there for an hour and he would do it again. And it's like, he knows, he knew what he was doing, but he just didn't until I started speaking his language with his currency, you know. And with Alex, you know, it had to be a competition. I had to make it comparatively, you know, kind of embarrassing a little bit. Like, you know, he had to be a bit humiliated, you know, and feel, a bit competed out, you know. So I had to make it so that he wanted as well to respect me, and that desire would supersede his desire to be rebellious and do just whatever he, so it, yeah, it's very, very, it was a very different conversation with Alex. And now he's he's more obedient than Isaac. When it comes to dogs, this is important, especially if your dog is like a big dog and like he's strong, which Alex is. I'm telling you, he's stronger than Bandit, my old boxer. Stronger than Bandit. I'm telling you, Alex is like got this Harley Davidson strain. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, doll. And for his safety and my safety, I mean, when he was only a puppy at that point, I'm not he could, God forbid, be aggressive. I mean, love and lie, because sometimes he would snap at Isaac, and I'm not tolerating that. And that was the other thing. When I first got Alex, he was being rude to Isaac, and he was like younger than Isaac. He was just this little pup. I was like, oh, hell no, you're not. He was being grouchy with Isaac, and I'm like, when this dog gets bigger, I'm not waiting until that point to train to get this ethics and this morals down. So I had to really go very early on with him with that, and I had to be kind of, I'm telling you, like, rude. I had to disrespect Alex for him to really respect me, because he had to understand that that's not free. Like, you know what I'm saying? The affection. Isaac, affection is the currency. Alex, you have to pull affection away for him to understand it's a currency. Very different. So, I'm here in June. I'm here in Bjork. Isn't that a musician? Boy, with Alex, it's about being extreme. If he gets rewarded, really reward him. If he is, not, if you're not happy with something, you have to really show him, so the language, because see, the thing with Scorpio, even Capricorn, they are very, they can self-sustain, they can take care of themselves, they can insulate themselves, and they can survive. But I had to teach Alex that was the answer. Like, he kind of was acting like he didn't need anyone else. And it's like, excuse me, hello. Like, be nice to your brother. Be also nice to me. Like, he was kind of ignoring both me and Isaac. And when I got him, he thought all he wanted is to just go sleep in these cozy beds and just lay there and barely interact with us. It's like, hello. He, like, sees people maybe as, like, competition. So I had to rehabilitate his association with people. Not that we got him as a very young pup. He always had that. It's his energy. Always, he was like that. I saw his video, his young baby video. Just a totally different demeanor. Hi, baby. So his recall is unparalleled. But, it's different. Like, Alex needs that direction. Otherwise, he's going to be his own leader. Isaac is different. He's just different. So, anyways, guys. This is just a random astro chat. And, that's that, y'all. Jade is like no nonsense. And he's also a negotiator. It's like, if he wants something and then you're telling him no, and he thinks that it's fair that he should do it, he's very vocal and he will speak out about that. Hi, baby. Remember the whole sneaky thing too? Oh my God, Alex. Then we went through this phase where he understood what I was saying. But he would, to my face, act like he's following instruction, and then he would go and do whatever he wanted after sneakily. That shit pissed me off like no other. we had to get through that. And then I had to show him, no, I see you. And I'm smart. Anyways, so now he's understanding the situation. Okay. Yeah. Love them all. Return to sender. He's very good. He's a good boy. He just needed, some people, even they go through that very childish, rebellious phase, and then they change. It's like that, Oh, yeah, now he's like humble. He's humble. It's interesting. He practically turned into a totally different dog, because he would have been, I feel, God forbid, he would have been like kind of aggressive had I not been very strict with his training. I've had dogs before, like I never had to be so strict with no dog other than Alex. Dachshunds to begin with are already stubborn, add that to the fact that he's on the bigger end of, he was supposed to be like a mini, like I thought he was gonna be like Isaac. Isaac is like Twiggy compared to Alex. Alex is, I'm serious when he's stronger than Bandit. Bandit was a boxer. Anyways, he's stronger than Jade. He's like a bull. So I was getting kind of worried. Like he probably maybe would have been aggressive. He was having resource guarding. I was getting like really scared. He started to snap at Isaac and like as a little puppy. So yeah. Even when we got him, the breeder was like, yeah, he doesn't really like hanging out with his siblings, but he likes tug of war. I was a little worried about his behavior. I thought maybe he even has like a behavioral issue because he looked kind of mopey and quiet, but he's just a Scorpio. 4 planet with a moon in Capricorn. I don't know. He would always come through in the Scorpio reads. He adored Scorpios. I mean, it was to the point where like I knew who people's zodiac sign because of who Bandit was gravitating towards. I was like, "You're a Scorpio, aren't you?" "Yeah, I'm a Scorpio." So, and he loved Capricorn. Oh my God, it was so funny because we would make this joke like, Bandit wants daddy because he would just climb into people's arms, like especially Capricorn males. It was funny. Oh my God, Scorps and Caps. So yeah, he's probably a yin sun sign. I wonder. I don't know. Maybe he's a Cancer or a Scorpio, but he would always pop up in Scorpio reads. Maybe he was a Scorpio. Could be. Bandit was also really smart. Yeah, I remember that time I got so scared. We were at the park, and this older man was trying to like engage me and talk forever, and Bandit, this is like the first week I got Bandit. We rescued him. My parents were out of town. They had just left like an hour before. I took Bandit to the park. This was in LA. And this older man was talking forever, and Bandit was getting anxiety. And this Chihuahua started barking and running towards him. He was like, you know what? I'm getting the fuck out of here. Between this man who won't stop talking and then this dog is now chasing me, we got him a day before. He knew exactly where the house was. We were like 5 blocks away from our house. He crossed like 3 streets, guys. It was so scary. Oh my goodness. He left the park, ran past the tennis courts. He wasn't nowhere in sight. I said, fuck. He ran away. I am running, and I see some guy on another street, and he goes, "Are you looking for a dog?" Yeah. He goes, "Oh, he ran up that hill. That was where our house was." I go, if he's sitting in the porch, I go and I see, I'm hiking this hill, and I see he's just sitting there on the porch. Oh my God, that's when I knew he's guided. He's smart. Bandit for president. Bandit. Aw. Yes. Very much Bandit's also he was definitely channeler and very, very intuitive and very healer. And sometimes he just wants to walk somewhere very specific, and then we bump into this person, and it happens to be that this person just lost their dog, and they were like, how did you know I needed a hug? And the thing with Bandit is that he wouldn't just love anybody. Like, he would like certain people. He would be drawn to certain people. And so he, yeah, it was amazing. He would not only, like, it was like, if he either loved you or, like, he just didn't even give a damn. Like, he would just jump on this. I remember that day. Yeah, he just wanted to take this one street. He was relentless. We're like, okay, by now we started to realize we have to trust Bandit. So Bandit led us straight to this person, jumped up on them while we're walking past them, and went into a hug. Was doing a heart-to-heart hug for 5-6 minutes, and this person was like, how did this dog know, like, I was, like, really missing my dog? I just had to, like, give him back to my ex or something like that. Anyways, he said, this person said, so, yeah, so, and that's why it's like, you know, I think that those who have animals, like, they should be seamlessly woven into our lives. Like, it should be easy and pleasurable and stylish to have dogs. So, anybody have a cat? I've never had a cat, so I'm kind of like scared of cats. I don't know. The scratching and all of that. I never had cats, so. Booby boy. Anyone had cats, and what is, like, what are your experiences? I feel like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. You want a cat? Really? Oh. So how is it? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if it's true, like, is it true that cats are kind of, like, standoffish? Personally, I don't know. I think that I don't know if I'm compatible with that. Like, I just fed you and then you ignore me? I don't know, something like, it's not gonna work for me. Personally, I need a connection to the animal. Mods up, trolls down. I love that, Melissa. That's so funny. Wow. Whoa. Oh my. The crown. This person says, never seen anybody so painfully single. Like, where's your person at? If you were truly happy, and if you were with someone, and let's say, what is the definition of not single to you? Like, in a marriage, in a blood bond contract with another human being where you're attached by the hip? Okay, so if that's the case and that's you, why are you trolling on Alchemy You? So it's just gotta, like, spin it. I'm sorry, like, what? Yeah, no, I'm not sorry, though. Like, well, I'm sorry for you, but, because it sounds like you're very painfully, it's like you can't even get a divorce. It's like you are stuck. You Siamese twinning it to your husband or whatever, whoever, just return it, Lord. We even tried to return you to sender, and it's like it's malfunctioning. Oh my god. The return to sender lever doesn't work. Oh man. It's like, oh yeah, you're looking so happy to come through. And anyways, I would expect you on a sandals cruise, bitch. Anyways. I'll tell you what the pain is. The pain of not being single. Listen, I know you're bitter because I'm living the life. Are you kidding? I could be in a this is not like I need to prove myself. This is Dark Angel energy. They want me to talk about this. So if I wanted to, I could have been in a relationship. Trust. I'm not trying to brag, but yeah. Oh, I'm not just in a relationship, but I could have been probably married by now. Yeah. Say it humbly. It's not about that. But trust. If I wanted to, I decided actively. Because, Lord, this is the life right now, at least. I'm not settling for the Matrix, so. Anyways. And nothing says where your consciousness is at more than these people who go, oh my god, we spend so much time alone. Oh, I'd be so bored. It's like, I feel bad for people who cannot find happiness without another person. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, I feel so grateful. I mean, to have booby boys who gaze into your eyes longingly. I did the whole dating thing. I tried it. I tried, y'all. Yeah. I'm good. Okay? It's like, instead of the drama of some dude, sorry, like Matrix muncher of a man, of a masculine, you know, it's like, I've never had more protective, you know, I have every element with my booby boys. They are truly in love with me. They are truly and unconditionally in love with me. And I don't have to ask them, do you love me? You know, all this like fucking wasteful breath and conversations that we have with these, you know, fake ass humanoids and these saboteurs. Okay? God. Oh my God. And I was awarded this lifestyle because of what I went through with a karmic that I was able to separate from. And I mean, the height, I say it all this is not the first, listen, the love from an animal, oh my, there's no comparison. There's just no comparison. I mean, once you have the love of an animal and you've experienced that, I mean, you're crazy. It's like, no, with the Matrix love versus animal love, y'all don't know where to put your money at. Just saying, okay? There's no like, hey, do you love me? I saw you hit the like on her Facebook pic. There's none of that. Look at this. There's none of that. None of that. You know? They don't be feeling too masculine to show you love and shit. I'm so over that. Oh my God, I've been so over that. You know? They kiss your feet. Literally, Alex kisses my feet when I feed him. After I feed him, he says thank you, kisses my feet. You know? Why the hell do I? No, that's so. We done since elevated from return from these matrix munching men. Okay, just saying, or anybody, whatever. But you know what my point is? The toxic masculine is a drain. You don't have that. You're not actually. It's a scam. It's like you think you're getting some macho ass man over here. It's like, no, they're gonna drain you. Okay, the matrix men It's a scam. Someone needs to hear this. All right? Yeah. So that's the dark angel energy. They needed us to talk about this. So, return it. Protect your precious force field. If you feel guided, maybe some people, they need to experience a karmic love story, but relationship. But as far as I'm concerned, like, no. Am I closed off to a high vibing partner? No. But I'm not sacrificing true love. Okay. Nope. Just saying. Right? That's just the most hilarious thing. Painfully single. No, I'll tell you what's painful is being in a relationship with someone who is in the matrix, who's abusive. That's what's called painful. And you know when you're really you live in life is when you can separate from those people. Okay? Yeah, shake them off. Just shake them off like Jade right there. You know? Jade's like, I don't want to hear about it. Oh, hi, baby. And all this, like, okay, maybe we got to get controversial. It's like Matrix lovemaking, Matrix so draining. Oh my God. You know, every time after you have like physical encounter with somebody in the Matrix, you end up feeling taken advantage of. You end up, yeah, this is no. So, But I've never dated somebody not in the Matrix. So, I mean, I don't know from that perspective. You know. But I think it's about, yeah, so, yeah, it's hilarious. Like, these people, like, the last person I dated, for instance, right? I mean, it's like slavery. Like, you have to beg this person not to be abused. At the end of the day, if you really, you have to beg this person to love you. That's what it's like. Why? Because the truth is that these people, these narcs and whatever, the people of the narc entity, the gaslighters, return center, their whole point is to drain you. So it's like, when that's the case, you can't have a real relationship with that person, like, because they're trying actively to drain you. They're your foe. Return it. I'm hearing something about Abdul. I don't know what that's about. Take it as you will. And the truth is, you know, it's like a game. Yeah, it's like war. What a waste of it. Totally. Like, I'm like, holy shit. It's like, Jesus Christ. I mean, so many mind games in the Matrix, you know? Or just clear it. Ooh. So, I mean, to have a Matrix cord connection is not a blessing. I would, if I were you, I don't know, maybe some of you, you're on a cusp of, yeah, clear it. I mean, your guides will assist you. It's very hard. Something about a funeral. Yeah, something about a funeral. You have to, like, be brave to cut those cords, and jump on that timeline where that ends. But oh my God. It's like slavery, guys. And I mean, literally, every time I would break up with that Capricorn guy, I would fracture my toe or whatever it was. Remember that? And it was the same foot. Every single time I got into an argument where we almost broke up, it was like a physical chain was being, and that tells you it's an entity attachment. I feel really, really lucky. I feel every day like so blessed that I am not stuck with that abuser. Okay? And the thing is, we have to see it for what it is. While we're just seeing them as, oh, this cool guy, like, you know, we see them on the outside, we can, as, oh, he's just like, this is his age, this is his culture. No, he's a monster. You know? Like, and we make so many excuses, but it's the entity at the end of the day. And it's their choice at the end of the day to represent the entity, and he was representing that entity. So I have a totally different need in my life. Number one, it's peace, because once you've tasted peace, you don't want drama. That's for sure. And part of the way that they hook into your aura is through sex and physical interaction and activity. So, but you have to really answer for yourself, like, do I actually really want that, though? Like, think about it. Like, why do you feel sometimes you need to have this irresistible sex with this person? You feel it's irresistible. I'm going to make another story example. Right after I got Isaac, right? And I was feeling the highest elation of love. This was literally after I broke up with Cap, and I had to heal from that. Literally, physically, I couldn't walk for like a few weeks. Not only walk, it was like, anyways, what's really weird, okay, well, whatever, we won't talk about that now. So, but then, yeah, I couldn't walk. There was a lot going on. And simultaneous to that, I had to heal emotionally. And so, it felt like, yeah, I mean, that was really, it was a mini death. After that, yeah, it was a mini death, like a transmutation, and that's never easy. But I am a Scorpio rising, so it happens quite often. It's something that I personally can expect, where you go through this like really intense cathartic experience. That was definitely one of the most intense cathartic experiences ever. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ew. Oh my god. No, because, oh my god, Melissa, no, listen, that is definitely a message right there. Because now that I think of it, like, he had all these, like, he was making jokes about, like, we had a joke. It was like this, I don't know. He literally had pictures of the bottom of my feet. Anyways. So, okay, okay, let's continue. So now, but then after I healed from that, then I was like all perfect on my own, and then I saw that dog like Isaac, and then, yeah, so it was very natural. Then after I met Isaac in the 3D, we were together on cloud 9 energy, like honeymoon energy with me and Isaac, and then I meet this guy, another Capricorn dude, very similar to this ex. And, you know, he was kind of more or less promising like a good time. He, I mean, whatever it is, like physically, you know, one would call tall, dark, handsome. And it's like, I mean, I knew that more or less, like, that's kind of what that's kind of what it would be. Like, it would be a physical thing. I said, fuck no. I said, no, I don't want to be respectfully with someone. Yeah, give my energy to him instead of Isaac. Return it. You know what I'm saying? I see it as a simple investment equation. Either and Isaac, what Isaac puts into me, no, I'm going to put that back into Isaac. Very different relationship. So I'm like, I don't need your sex, dude. Ew. Okay. Ew. It's like, see, it's a scam. Sex in Matrix is a scam. That's why abstinence is, you know, because sex is yeah. There's something that happens during sex that we don't talk about. Well, society doesn't talk about. It's like you kind of have, it's like, you have children with that person. You do get pregnant. Excuse me. Wow, the throat shot. Return to sender. Clear it. You do have children when you have sex with people. An energy child, though. Lord. Return. Just clear the energy. So there are strings attached, regardless of what you want to believe. When you are physical with somebody, it's like there is a hook. And so, but people think, return it like, oh, I'm just having sex with this person and like I used a condom or whatever. And it's like, it doesn't matter. You have a cord attached to them now. And so your question is why? Why? Well, the question is why would you now? It's like you signed a contract. Did you know? Every time you have sex, you're signing a contract. I hereby agree to fully exchange energy with this person. It's like, and so who, I mean, how did that happen? Like, do you really like that person? Physical interactions must be taken quite seriously. Wow, you see this throat chakra? Because it is serious. And people need to be informed of the energy side of it. And that's why people say, oh my God, I can't stop thinking about them. Yes, because you have now an energy exchange program set up. Sex is the fastest way to that. Even, you know, any kind of interaction, talking, holding hands, whatever. I mean, kissing or orals. This stuff, you know, everything, but sex is the fastest way. It's like you agreed to something with that person. What did you agree to? And who is this what kind of energy? Because it's like credit. It's like you kind of what you're doing in that moment, you're exchanging credit cards with this person. So imagine every person that you have sex with, you're exchanging your credit card with that person. What's their credit like? Do you trust this person using your credit card as your own? It's like that. We really got to see it like that. I don't care. I know some people are not going to agree with this. Okay. You got a lot of entities. You want to go out and just, you know, be this poly stuff. Wow. One of the biggest, that and porn, the easiest ways to contract entities. Uh-huh. And then you wonder why you're single. Like, why you're single. You see what I'm like? This is some of you have to understand, like, it's in this, that it's energy in the sense of people read your energy or aura, right? It's like, I don't think he's single, and you're like, what? Like, why do they think I'm not single? I'm single because you have entity attachments. You're in a relationship with these people that, if in the porn or whatever, or in yes, and see, that's why porn is one of the biggest scams, because it's like you don't even know that person, and it's like celebrities. These people they're people giving these celebrities their power, their energy. It's like that when you're masturbating and orgasming to someone you don't even, if some porn star or whatever. You know how much energy you're giving that person? Like, do we realize this? You're literally, and you don't even know them. So one thing is you're in a relationship with this person, you see them on the everyday. Okay, but what if you don't even know this person? It's like you set up a new bank account, now you're just giving so is it incubus, succubus? All right. That's why cravings are the number one. If you feel like, oh my God, I need it, oh my God, that's an entity attachment. That's not love. That's not true attraction. It's not true. There's a difference between magnetism and addiction. All right. So, entities can disguise in many ways. And through this whole poly life thing, people say, "Oh no, I'm poly." It's like poly for the you got an entity in every pocket. So you got to feed all these entities, and so it's like when you can't pay these entities off, then you got to go and have another yeah, Spirit is saying this, something, it literally is exchanged in the moment of an orgasm. You literally are, it's like you gave them your bank details. It's like routing number, all of that. Yep. So yeah. It's like sleazy sales rep. These guys in the club, I don't know, Spirit wants to talk about this. These guys in the club just posted trying to, like, I'm hearing befriend you, looking so-called sexy. I don't know, guys, I don't know. The last time I've been to a club, I'll tell you, I was like 13. It was like after, it was something in high school, I don't know, it was a non-alcoholic club, it was some dance party. I'm not a clubber, but this is someone's message. Yeah, it's like we shouldn't be getting drawn into people by looks. That's why, you know, this is so toxic, all of this social media and marketing and all of this. It's like you got to feel someone out. And if someone is rushing you and you feel like it's going to end if you don't have sex with this person, we're just clearing the crown. Oh, he's going to think I'm prude, or oh, he's going to think I don't like, yeah, then that person is not there for the good reasons for you. They're there to make you give yourself up. It's like saying, wow, it's weird, you're thinking a lot about this decision to buy this house. It's like a $12 billion house. You're thinking a lot, and they're starting to judge you. It's like, would we trust that dude? I think that it would make us ask more questions, like, so hold up a second, like, why are you so in a rush to sell off this huge mansion, this property? I'm telling you guys, when you have sex with someone, yeah, you're literally giving them your keys to your house, and you're going to be living at their place too. You like where they live energetically on the astral. So these are some motel bandits over here. Yeah. God. If you even think about it, like, let's think about it. If you wouldn't be finding anything high quality is not going to be flashy and like all up and out there. Like, you're just not. Like, if you're thinking, I'm going to find like some high quality mate, like, who's flashing themselves out at the club. No. If they're so high quality, guys, I mean, no. Something about that. I don't know. Maybe there are some people going to the club or something. And I'll add to that the drinking and the entities for the possession. Because see, if you're, let's say you're hooking up with someone who's drinking and drunk, and that's another level, right? With the drugs thing. And their chakras are way wide open. And they're like, they're a train terminal for entities. And it's like, not only are they narking you, but it's like a free-for-all. You don't, because that person's not in control of their consciousness in that moment of time. And do you see the energy? It's clear in the crown chakra. Like, you'd be letting that person into the cockpit when you're having sexual intercourse. Yeah. And relations. Oh, why am I hearing that phrase by Bill Clinton? I did not have sex with that woman, whatever. I had sex with her entity. God, what? Just returned, my God. So, yeah, be very careful who you get physical with. And if someone's like making you feel you need to rush having sexual intercourse, well, yeah, something fishy going on there for sure. Because they're drained, they got to pay off their entities, and they need your energy. So And it's not something like, oh, but he's hot, he's making me feel sexy. No, but I'm talking about the energy. Not the marketing. The energy, like, because when you're having sex, the 3D is a facade to the energy exchange. So on the outside, you're just like bumping and grinding body parts. But what's really happening is the exchange on the auric level, as above, so below. You cannot have just a physical interaction without energy interaction. So what is the energy interaction? What actually is being exchanged? Do you like what you're getting in exchange? Because otherwise, why would we have sex? That's what we have to question. There's a reason for sex. Why would we have sex with somebody? Because do you like that person? You want to have children with them? Every time you have sex with somebody, you create something. So, yeah. You need to know who this person is. And sex is really no different than anything else. It's like, you want to go have lunch with this rando stranger? It's like, wouldn't the natural question for you be, who are they? Do I like them? I mean, do we resonate? What would we talk about? Like, is that where I want to spend my time and my energy and my money? Same thing with sex. Why would sex be any different? You need to know who you're dealing with. And I'm not saying it like, look at you. We've all been there. That's the way we learn to get narked. We have to learn some way or another. You give your energy, you give yourself away, you give yourself up, and you learn. Okay? Wow. That guy just stole from me. You know, she just stole straight out of my heart. You know? Why did I give them my heart and they gave me their dick? It's like, that wasn't a good exchange. It's like, you got like astral roofied a little bit. Return it, love and light. Hopefully not, but that's kind of what it's like. Return it. So tired of this conversation. So yeah, I'd be super lucky, y'all, because with this unconditional love from the animals, you know, Alex, what are you doing? What are you doing, doll? Okay, Alex, down. Off. Good boy. He's having an Austin Powers moment. So, oh yeah, I was saying, super lucky, right? And I'm saying it because of the Dark Angel energy. They want us to talk about this because they were like, "Oh, you're looking painfully single." So that's come in full circle with that message, right? Like, because if you look at the currency in this scenario here, they're just giving, right? They're giving me the highest currency of love, which is completely unconditional, right? This is not some dude who's like, you know, making me feel I gotta suck his dick to make him love me properly, right? So let's just make the example what it needs to be so people can click this message and really understand it for what it is. I don't have to go and suck nobody's dick to feel the highest degree of love. When it comes to love is a vibration. It's not like it's coming from a dude, it's coming from a girl, it's coming from a dog. I'm talking about love, right? There's no prerequisite. I'm talking about this exchange of energy. If you look at it in terms of currency, they are just giving. And I'm not needing to do anything to be someone they love. That's the highest vibration of love. So in a case like this, you know, right now, I feel like honestly the luckiest person. And I'm extremely grateful. Because I could have been in a karmic situation. I could have been in drama. Clear it. And I wouldn't be. This is my path. But after experiencing and tasting true love, I don't ever, ever, ever intend. I will never be in a karmic trap ever again. And so it's like I feel like, you know, it's a gift, and it is. It's return it. It's a blessing, but you have to be able to decide, right? Because I decided to give my, in the energy plane, I was choosing masculine in the matrix over dogs, right? Like I could have manifested this like 10 years ago, but I manifested it now because I was available energetically to accept and receive this type of love. And that's what I wanted on the higher plane. And after I experienced that relationship, I realized I don't want this ever again. I don't want to be tortured. Being in a relationship with someone who is unhealed is torturous. In the matrix, I'm talking. Not because of the psychological things, because of the energy things. And because I'm very sensitive to energy as well. So, you know, there's no reason why I shouldn't be, if I am going to be with somebody who is going to honor that about me and is going to give in the way that I give. And it shouldn't be any different. So, but the more, you know, the majority, unfortunately, of people you meet, it just so happens that most people are not selfless and they're in the matrix, and that's what it is. So I don't settle. And I highly recommend that you make yourself available for the frequency of true love, whatever it is. It may be a dog. It may be an animal. It could be a ferret. It could be a friend. But at least you are acknowledging that that is better and that that is the best, actually. I mean, if I am honest, I can't imagine anyone more high vibrational, I'll be so frank with you, than Isaac. Okay? Truly. I would have to press my mind to think, because at the end of the day, humans, as Andre said it, there, you know, animals are already on the 5D. You know, it would be so hard to find human who has the capacity to love as an animal does. And that's where I think we have to start integrating animals more into our... People need to realize that animals, pets, high-frequency animals and beings, you know, they... that is a better choice. And sometimes we have to boycott. Clear on the crown chakra. Sometimes, I'm hearing something about Turkish. We have to boycott loving like the human race until they can elevate. You know what I'm saying? And I am perfectly happy to do that very thing. Okay? And invest, because I'm investing in them. I could have taken this energy and this time, which I wouldn't have. I could have put it into a man. And I decided to invest in them because they are the highest vibrational conversation that we can have here at this point in